Welcome back to the channel. Today we are on the way to the 2025 Carlisle Chrysler Nationals. It's one of my favorite car shows of the year. So follow along and I'll show you some cool cars and parts. And here we go. It is Friday at the 2025 Chrysler Carlisle Nationals. What I like to do on the Friday of the show is check out all the vendors down the midway. These are usually your big manufacturers or vendors selling parts, car washes, insurance, things like that. But sometimes they got some cool stuff. From there, I like to go to the car Corral, where Carlisle has a ton of different cars for sale in various ranges of crazy prices. And then I like to go look through all the vendors in the swap meet area. That pretty much takes up the entire day, especially if I need to look around for specific parts in the vendors area. For me, I always find some cool stuff in the vendors area, even if I'm not looking to buy it. If you're new to the show, I would highly recommend taking a look at the swap meet area. You never know what you're going to find there, and that's my favorite part. Something that I noticed a lot of this year, more than last, was I found a slew of really great sort of ratty or cars with a really perfect patina. And you'll see some today and tomorrow, but there were show vehicles, there were cars for sale. The older I get, the more I enjoy patina. And, I just think it's a lot to maintain a car's paint job. No disrespect to those who really like a fresh paint job. But for me, I don't know. It's just better to enjoy the cars, not worry too much about it if they get a rock chip or something like that. And don't forget, AMCs are welcome at this show. Since Chrysler acquired them in 1987, this 1968 or 1969 AMX was super cool, and there's a few other ones at the show too. I'm not positive what this was doing at the show. This is a Subaru Sambar, which is a K-truck from Japan. They never sold them in the US. I'm guessing it was a vendor's vehicle, but it was a huge hit. I saw a lot of people taking pictures in front of it, myself included. One of my favorite Mopar pieces to look at are the dual snorkel air intakes that came on some of the bigger displacement V8s or the more performance-oriented V8s. Here's a rare one. This is a Dodge Ram Charger top hand, which was just like a special edition, different stripes and colors and interiors. But this was very cool because it's not common. If you remember last year's video, I stumbled across a D150 top hand, which had a step-side bed on it. Pretty cool. Now, I think most people would walk past this car. I think this is a 1976 Dodge Aspen. Classic cars are expensive. I think we all know that by now. And if you're a younger person looking to get into classic Mopars, you might have a hard time finding a starting place or, a car that's all put together. Well, I think this Aspen could serve as a great first car for somebody looking to get into the hobby. It's got a 318, which is a somewhat reliable engine. The body was straight, and it had an interior that looked pretty much factory fresh. I think it would have been a great option for someone at that price point. This may be one of the fastest cars that was actually at the show. This thing was so cool. I don't know if I've ever seen one with a V10 and twin turbos. Yeah, this thing was full race car. I don't know if this was like a factory drag pack Challenger or not. I didn't get a chance to talk to the guy.
Car do you want to have when you grow up? A pink car. A lot of great innovation.
Say what you want about social media, but Instagram led me to these cars here. I follow these owners on Instagram, and I love seeing all the updates, and every year I see cars like this at the show, and it makes me like them even more. This Shadow Turbo is excellent, and so is this Shelby Charger GLHS, complete with a lot of direct connection goodies. This may have been one of the coolest cars I've ever seen at Carlisle, and in fact, it's not even a car. It is the Chrysler Air Raid Siren, powered by an early Chrysler Hemi engine. This thing was blowing off the siren like every couple of hours at the show. In next week's video, you will see, or rather hear, this thing in action. What a treat to see and hear. Usually I don't spend too much time looking at the late model stuff, but when I saw the Celine Challenger, I had to stop and take a look. This has functional intakes on the hood that act like butterfly valves when the throttle's opened. It's so cool to see.
before they come to the back stretch there. Taking a little bit wide on that first Jeep Cherokee. And that's the two. It's quite quick around this corner. You saw him here last year. Really threw down some awesome. Went a little wide there as well. Pulling up, trying to make up some time there. Locking up those brakes as he comes through the corner. That is not.
I was leaving the show on Friday and stumbled across this absolute madman. My understanding is this guy owns all of these Chrysler vehicles. You've got an Aspen, a PT Cruiser, the Crossfire, a 300, and the Town & Country. What a way to end it.